15 years ago, I was sitting down with a new client and we were breaking apart all their different financial things. And as we were doing the discovery process, I realized that they had a pension plan from a previous job that they weren't taking. And at 60 years old, beyond, there was no benefit to delay it. And guess what? They were already in their early 60s, they had missed a few years of payment, and it cost them close to $100,000 of income that was just gone. In this video, I want to walk through what happened, how you can avoid it, and how to help you walk into retirement a little bit better to make sure that you don't have retirement failure. When we talk about retirement, I think there's an expectation and a reality. And the expectation is just go to our website, right? If you go to our website, the main page is a couple walking on the beach and it looks so nice, right? We're all happy and it's supposed to be fun. The reality though is as you walk into retirement, as any of you watching this video that are in the process of doing that, there's a lot to it. There's a lot of anxiety, stress, the what ifs, not sure what to do. And if you don't have a clear plan, it's really like, where does my income come from? And the fear, and I talk to a lot of you day after day, the fear is, I think we're doing it okay, but I really don't know. And it's a bit of a blind shot. So, we have goals, we have dreams. That's the expectations. The reality is what you're living in day to day. And to make those two come together, you got to talk through it. If you have a spouse or partner, talk through it with them. If you don't, have a friend, family member, someone that you're walking through retirement with, hopefully maybe a group of friends, and talk to your financial planner. Because if you have all these goals and dreams, the reality in your budget and your financial plan need to kind of align with that. So make sure that your plan actually builds in these expectations and dreams that you have for your retirement. As I mentioned at the start, financial mishaps can be really hurtful and painful and financially impactful for your retirement. And again, this was a new couple that walked into our office. We'd never worked with them. They were 62, 63. We were they're still working. We were breaking down all their assets, what they have, pensions, that kind of stuff. And we came to realize that he had a pension plan that he could have started taking at 60. From 60 onward, there was no added benefit to defer it. It had kind of hit the most it could ever hit. And he should have started taking it on his 60th birthday. But he had a really bad financial planner at the bank, and I would, put financial planner in air quotes there, that didn't give any advice around this. So when I met with him, I said, look, you could have started this like 2.5 years ago and you've missed almost $100,000 of income. So we started it up right away. We got them back on track. And fortunately for them, they had enough other assets and income that it didn't derail their retirement. But trust me, I've done many financial plans that if people had done that, many of our clients, if they'd missed out on the 2.5 years of pension income, it would have really changed their retirement plan. So make sure you understand that you don't make that financial mishap. Make sure you understand what type of assets do I have? What type of pensions? When can I take them? Is there a benefit to defer them? With pension plans, is it better to take the pension or commuted value if that's an option for you? There's a lot of moving parts. And I know too many of you try and do it on your own because you don't want to pay a professional to help you out with that. I encourage you, talk to your financial planner, an accountant, depends on what you're looking for. But come alongside someone, maybe someone you worked with that went through it themselves. Jimmy, what did you do when, you retired, and what did you do with your pension and how did it work and all that? Talk to other people. You're not the first person going through the situation you're going through. Yours might be a little bit different than the next person, but the momentum needs to move in the right direction. Now, having a financial mishap like our client did, it created a lot of emotional impact and baggage for him. And he still talks about it to this day. Although it didn't derail his retirement, he's still a bit frustrated by it, and I don't blame him. He was given bad advice. He was actually told not to take it at 60 because his current person didn't know how the pension worked. And so he was given bad advice. It cost him a lot of money, and there's that emotional baggage. A lot of you have some sort of financial baggage or financial emotional issues going on, and it might be from many years ago. Many of you that I talk to that are kind of 50 plus, I would say 9 out of 10 of you have a bad investment experience from back in the day. It might have been in your 30s or 40s and you have, loss carry forwards from all that. You have some sort of bad experience. Don't let that drag you going forward. Deal with the emotional impact of that issue. Talk to someone, meet with a counselor, talk to your financial planner, whoever it is. Deal with it and then go forward. I know I have some family members that, have had some roller coasters with finances. And to this day, money is an issue for them. They've never really worked through it properly. And I can see the impact of it. Enjoy it, especially when you hit retirement. You only have so many years left. You know how much money you have, you know how many years you have left, roughly. We never know exactly, but let's plan to life expectancy and let's enjoy it. Too many of us are kind of living in the past on hurt emotions and feelings and experiences and all that. You need to make sure you kind of let that emotional baggage go and work going forward to enjoy your retirement. So to avoid that failed retirement, you need to reassess and then adapt. It's not just a set it and forget it. And what I mean by that is kind of fast or backtrack to your 40s and 50s. Maybe you had a pension from a company that you left when you were 45 and now you're 60 ready to retire and you thought, that pension, it's a pension, starts at 65. Don't need to think about it till then. These are the things that you need to keep reviewing and adapting to. Even when you have a financial plan, when we do a financial plan, we give our clients a huge implementation and resource package. Now we simplify it for them so they know step by step what they need to do, but they also have the data. We give them these goalposts. Here's what your account should be worth for every year till the day you die. How much you need to take in or out, how much tax you should be paying, all of that. Right? It gives them those goalposts and those checkpoints going forward for many years going forward. Not that they need a new plan, but again, you need to assess it. If big things have changed, you may need to redo your plan, and that's fine. But make sure you're reassessing what you're going through, things from the past, maybe old pension plans. The amount of people I meet that have like 10, 15, 20 different group RSPs from all the jobs they've left, and they've never consolidated everything. Everything's just all over the place. And you know what? They're gonna forget about one or two. And it may only be $20,000, $30,000, but it's still $20,000 or $30,000. So you want to start consolidating all this stuff, reviewing stuff, keep better, notes, track your net worth. If you track your net worth every month or every quarter, every year, what that's going to do for you is make sure that you're listing all your assets and liabilities and not forgetting about anything. So when you come to retirement, it's very clean and simple to say, yeah, here's what I have, here's what I owe, let's move forward and create a plan. So here's my advice for future retirees, or even those of you that are early into retirement. Take 30 minutes, maybe up to an hour over the next week, and review your finances. Make sure you've listed all your assets and liabilities. Make sure you share that. If you're married or common law, share that with that person. They need to know as well. If something happens to you, they need to know kind of what they have, where it's at, all of that. If you don't have someone in your life, share it with your executor, with a close friend, with a family member. From there, dig into each one and understand, like, what is it? Okay, RSP. Okay, I can start taking that when I retire, convert it to a RIF. Okay, I have a TFSA. I have a pension plan. That's an old work pension plan. How does that work? What are my options with it? When can I start taking it? Start to dig into each asset, understand how it works and how it's going to work for you as you go into retirement.